Today I'm here with Mr. Flamingo and I am going to tell and talk about moisturizer with SPF sunscreen. We have a lot of awesome brands that have moisturizer with SPF. Josh Rosebrook, one of the classics I would say. They come with a tinted version and a non-tinted version. Vivasana, new since we have it for a year now, which is an oil-based moisturizer serum. Very good for dry skin. Pretty new in the house is FYI. It is Berlin-based, our brand, and it's a very lightweight moisturizer with SPF with no allergens, no essential oils, zinc and titanium based. Then we have Kimberly Sayer. This one been with us from the beginning actually. This is definitely a classic and a bestseller for years. It's the Ultra Light Moisturizer. And this one is for the combination blemish prone oily skin. It's also zinc and titanium. And then they also have a more creamy, almost a buttery kind of moisturizer, the antioxidant daily moisturizing cream, which is more for mature and for dehydrated and dry skin, both in SPF 30. Everything is actually SPF 30. Only Vivasana also has a one in 20. And then very, very new to the family is the Mamil. This is a tinted one as well, also titanium and zinc. You could use this on every skin. It's really cool. They have 3 options of how to use it. I'll show you later. If you really tend to have a dry skin and you're, I would say, over your 40s, I think Vivasana did a really good job here. This is, like I said, an oil-based. It's argan oil. There's no water in there. It's very thick. You really have to get used to it. Just apply toner on your face. I take my hand now. I start with the SPF 21. This one has less zinc, obviously. So this one is great, I would say, in spring, in winter, autumn. As you can see, the texture it's very oily. So it's not a fluid oily, but it's a thick emulsion kind of oily one. I think it's an amazing primer. It has a really nice glow. This is definitely not if you're looking for something matte. Some highlights of the ingredients are, again, jojoba, argan, like I said, which are very nourishing. Jojoba or jojoba is like your own skin sebum, so it's not greasy. It won't clog pores. That's important to say. They all use oils that won't clog your pores, but they do, moisture and protect your skin next to the zinc. And also, zinc can be very drying. And you remember, zinc is also used in baby creams for rash on the bumps, diaper rash. And that's why they chose a lot of oils in order to really moisture your skin. That is the 20. And for people who like a little bit more protection, there's also the 30 version, which is called Daily Protezioni. And it has a little hint of color, like a bit of pink, cream pink, and has obviously more zinc. So it's a little bit less greasy or heavy on the face, but it's great for summer. Then next to Vivasana, we have another one that only contains zinc as a mineral shield, which is Josh Rosebrook. Josh Rosebrook has 2, like I said, the one with color and one without. It is a great primer, moisturizer, all in one. It has a huge list of ingredients. They're all super nourishing, a lot of extracts. I think that is Josh's strong point. A lot of nice oils as well, aloe vera, no water again. Here as well, I would recommend to start with your toner first. I love the Hydrating Accelerator. They really work well together. And while it's still moist, you go for your moisturizer of choice, the Nutrient Day Cream. It's really a milk, it's really a fluid. It is a complete different kind of texture as we showed here with Vivasana. And as you can see, it goes straight into my skin and no white cast whatsoever. And then for comparison, I'll show you the tinted version on my arm. It's not a foundation, it's a tinted moisturizer. It's not like a huge color difference. It really sinks in really well, and both ways are great for every skin type, I would say, but especially the ones that are also combination, dehydrated ones, especially if you used the hydrating accelerator before. If you're looking for something light with lots of nourishing ingredients, this is really, really, really recommendable. So the next on our menu today is FYI, the Protective Daily Moisturizer, also with SPF 30. It's made in Italy, so Europe, in a Miron glass bottle. It has no allergens. We didn't use any essential oils for the scent. There's a lavender scent in it, but it's on such a low dose that it contains no allergens. So if you have oily skin, you can just apply this as it is. If you everything else, I would suggest to use this with squalane. If you need a little bit more pep, especially in winter, if you have dry or dehydrated skin, try it with squalane. Always a good shake. I would recommend this with every product because of zinc is a heavier molecule and tends to go down. So always give this a nice shake, and then here we go. As you can see, compared to the George Rosebrook, this is a little bit thicker, but more or less the same kind of consistency. Very cooling, also without water formulated. It's also on the aloe vera based, and yeah, it has as extra moisturizing ingredients lycopene and ferulic acid, which are really good anti-pollution wise. Good protection, that's what we need. Then on to the next, Kimberly Sayer. So this one of Kimberly Sayer is the classic. It's called the Ultralight Facial Moisturizer, SPF 30 again. Super lightweight, also for men, women, everyone can use it. I think especially men also like this because it has this gel kind of texture. Ta-da! It really sinks in very quickly. And this one has a lemon smell. There is under less than 1% lemon oil in there. We got a lot of questions about this as well because lemon oil is photosynthetic, but there's really, really under 1% content in here, and the zinc and titanium on top of that won't cause you any problems. It is good for people who have acne-prone skin or blemishes. Lemon oil is definitely something that can help you there. And then from the same family, we have the Antioxidant Daily Moisturizing Cream, which is more for mature, dry skin. As you can see, that's not a fluid. It's really a cream. And I'll use the spatula for this. This is really a little bit more nourishing, I would say. It feels really buttery, really soft. This is the one for dry skin. And now we're here with our last brand, but not the least one. It's De Mamil, also in Miron glass. It's called Exhale Daily Hydrating Nectar with SPF 30. Really new to the family. This is the one if you're really into botanical oils, essential oils, if you're really looking for something to create this moment of peace for yourself. If you have oily skin, then all you need is this. I'll show you. It's not very runny, it's just a nice fluid. As you can see, it has a honey golden kind of color. It's a glow-inducing moisturizer. If you have combination skin, you can put this on top of a daily serum. And if you have dry skin, then you can use a moisturizer first and put this one on top. So this is the lineup we have now in sense of moisturizing with SPF. Of course, we also have sunscreens, which you can wear on top of your moisturizer. I will do a family portrait of all the creams on my arm. This one is George Rosebrook, the normal version. This one is the tinted version. This one is Vivusana. This one is FYI. This one is Kimberly Sayer Ultralight Moisturizer. This one is the Antioxidant Daily Moisturizing Cream. And this is the Mamil. Different kinds of colors. Those two are pretty similar, whereas this one is a little bit more golden. Like I said, they all disappear in skin. You really don't see them anymore. And then the Vivusana and the Kimberly Sayer Antioxidant, they are both the richer ones. The family portrait, smile.